All right, so we're going to go over what we couldn't in class, which is just page 439. You're going to have to remember what the order of operations was. And I know we've done this before, but it's also on page 439 at the top of the page. So you'll make sure and go in there and do that. All right, so then it can be a little confusing whenever you've got exponents and they're in parentheses, and then you've got to follow the order of operations. So we're going to do a problem together. So if we have to simplify, -3 squared minus 2 times 8 minus 3 plus -5. Okay, so first, if we follow the order of operations, we're going to do all operations inside parentheses, and then we're going to simplify any number expressions containing exponents. So that means that we're going to take care of this. This is 3 times 3, because it's got that 2 on the outside of the parentheses. So that means that 3 times 3 is going to be 9. Negative times a negative equals a positive. So we know that that's going to be a positive. We're going to bring down our 2 times. That's 8 minus 3. So now that's going to be subtracted, and that's going to give me 5. So it's 2 times 5. And then plus, bring the next step, the next thing over, which is the -5. You're going to bring it down. Now that we're at this point, we're going to continue on, and we're going to multiply next. So it's 9 minus 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, and remember, when you multiply a positive and a negative, it's going to give you a -10. Or it's going to give you a negative. Negative times a positive equals a negative. So we know that's going to be a -10. And then plus, okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and bring our -5 down. Okay, and now then, at this point, what we are going to do is we're going to say 9 minus 10 equals -1. It's a negative because the bigger number is a negative. Okay, because what we're doing is 9 plus -10, and so when the numbers are different, we're going to go ahead and subtract, and they are. This is a positive, that's negative. So it's going to be -1 plus -5, which gives you -6, because 5 and 1 are both negative. So a negative and a negative, when it's asking you to add, you're going to go ahead and add because they've got the same symbol. So 5 and 1 is 6, and you bring down the negative sign with it. So the answer is -6. That's how you actually do an order of operations when you're dealing with exponents, expressions, and parentheses. Now then, there's another problem that I want to work out with you before I put the rest, before I add this video to your announcement page, and that is the question for test 10, chapter 10, number 20, from page 452. So this one, it's asking you to simplify. Okay, that looks like a lot, doesn't it? So you've got to take it step by step. And so what we're going to do is we're going to simplify what's in parentheses first. And you're going to take it step by step. Okay, so we're going to do 4 there, because 2 times 2 is 4. Negative times a negative is a positive. Okay, and then we're going to do 3 times 3 is 9. Negative times negative equals a positive. And then we've got 1 minus 4. That's going to be a -3. Okay, because that is a larger number than 1, and so that's going to be -3. And then times 2 minus 6. This is so far what we've got. Okay, then what do we do from there? Then we are going to continue on, and this is what you're going to do. Okay. All right, let's talk about what just happened. And so when we look at this, 3 and 3 is 9, and we brought the rest down, okay? Then we're going to, order of operation tells us we need to multiply or divide next. So we've got 9 divided by 9, that equals 1. And a positive divided by a negative is going to be a negative. So 4 minus 1. We bring down our times 2 minus 6, okay? So then from this point on, you multiply 2 times 1, it gives you 2. So 4 minus 2 minus 6, because you bring the rest down. And then you keep going. 4 minus 2 is 2, bring down the 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. It is a negative 4 because 6 is negative 6 and 2 is positive.